Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 10.22. It's very important over here because a new theme, a new way, a new activity we are going to do uh, for for this solution. Why? Because if you will read the heading 10.22, you are actually working upon here activity of 1 month. So just read out the question and see the different point of view which is written over here. Annual estimated factory overhead of the company, expected volume 60,000. Please read it again. Annual estimated. And here what is happening? Output is 4,600 pounds in June, just for the month. It means there is contradiction. The inputs given in the upper part of the question is for 1 year, annual, while actual output is given for one single month. So you cannot use both inputs at the same time because half of the question is for 1 year and remaining half is for 1 month. So calculation are not similar to each other. We'll have to see how to make the solution. For our question, we are going to write format first. You can see that we are solving 10.22 and same format we are using. For 10.22, the very first thing which you will calculate is your total variance, and total variance is calculated. It's a relationship between actual and applied. So you will write actual FH first and then applied FH would be written, and here you will be calculating your variance between actual and applied. Finally, you will conclude and you will be focusing upon your applied FH. So if applied FH is less than your actual FH, since applied is less, you will conclude as under applied. And second conclusion, again focusing upon applied FH. If applied FH is more than actual, it means that would be considered, if applied is more, it would be over applied FH. This way total variance has been sorted out. Then on second you need to calculate your budget variance. It's a relationship between budget and actual FH. So first you will write your budget FH and then you are going to put your actual FH, after which you will calculate the variance, how the difference between budget and actual. Finally you will conclude and you will focus upon actual. So if your actual FH is more than your budget, that means it would go unfavorable for you because actually you are spending more. Contrary to this, if actual FH is less than your budget, then what will happen? FH. So your actual is less. That means it would be a comfortable situation for you because you are spending less. If actual FH is more than your budget, it is unfavorable, and now it is favorable for you if actual is less. Third variance is volume or capacity variance relation between budget and applied. What you will do, write budget FH first and then applied FH you will be writing. Here you will calculate the variance by taking the difference between budget and applied. For conclusion, you will be focusing upon your budget. If your budget is more than applied FH, that means it is not in your favor. You will be writing unfavorable. And secondly, if budget FH is less than applied FH, arranged amount is less, it's comfortable for you, so you will write it as favorable. Left side is completed, and everything would remain vacant over here, because the format suggests you will have to calculate your supporting statements at very first step. So here you will come and will be concluding your favorable statements as your first step. The very first thing which you will calculate is your actual FH. Normally it is given in your question. Second thing which you will calculate is your applied FH. Here you will write its formula. How? You will be multiplying actual hours with applied FH rate. Third element which would be calculated budget FH, it has two elements. First step, to multiply actual hours with variable FH rate. So here actual hours would be multiplied by variable FH rate, and then you will add fixed FH. Here you will add fixed FH, and sum of both of these lines would be your budget FH. Then you need to calculate applied FH rate. How? It is called total applied FH rate, or simple applied FH rate. It has two parts. First you will calculate for A, and how do you calculate fixed FH rate? You will pick fixed FH from question, you will divide it estimated hours or units, and then last for B part you will be calculating variable FH rate, and how it would be calculated? By dividing variable FH to estimated hours or units. So whole format is completed, and as you know that in our previous questions we usually solve lower portion of the right page. Here our question arrives. Now the simple thing which you will do is, if half of the question is given annually and half of the question is given monthly, you have two options. Either change these monthly amounts into annual, or change these annual amounts into monthly. Everything would be same. How? If you will change these three monthly inputs, annual inputs, into monthly, it means both part of the question would become similar. Right now, what is the difference? These three amounts are annual amounts and remaining two amounts are monthly amounts. So we are going to change these three amounts from annually to monthly. You can tell me, if 60,000 units are made for full year, annual, if 60,000 units are made annually, how many number of units would be made for a single month? Some of you will have the proper answer. You will divide it by 12. You will get per month input. Alright, so come over here, and what you are going to do is to change your expected hours. Expected hours are given over here. They are annually. That means 60,000 units are given annually. You will divide it by 12, with which you will be able to get your expected volume per month. So on calculator you will write 60,000 and divide it by 12. So 5,000 would be considered expected volume to solve this question. Then you need to see, here you have your fixed FH, which is 4,50,000. Again it's per annum, and you need to change it per month. Take 450,000 and you will divide it by 12. In this way you will be able to get 4,50,000 divided by 12. Now you get the fixed FH per month. And finally, the third amount, variable FH, which is 112500 for the full year. Since it is for full year, you are needed to change it in month. For that, 11,25,000 will be divided by 12, with which you will get per month variable FH. On calculator, you will write 11,25,000 divided by 12. So all three amounts are changed into per month. This was our problem which was given in the question. You can see annual amount, three annual amounts were given and two amounts were given for a single month. So what you have done, you have changed these three amounts into per month amounts. How? You have divided all the three amounts by 12, with which these expected hours, fixed FH and variable FH has been changed into per month. Our problem has been sorted out. Now we can use these amounts openly. Here you can read output is 4600 pounds in June and actual overhead. You can see it's written over here. Actual FH is 1,25,000. The first amount which we will put is actual FH, which normally present in the question, and we have seen that is 1,25,000. You have read it from here. Okay, see it. What we have, output is 46 and actual overhead 1,25,000. So you have posted it. Next is to calculate your applied FH. For that you need actual hours. Actual hours are also given in the question, but before that, what you will do, you need to sort it out lower portion first. As according to our tradition, we do not solve question right from the beginning. You can see your left part of the question is still vacant. So what you will do, you will take last portion of second page first. You will calculate fixed FH rate. For that you need to have fixed FH, and here you were having 4,50,000 per annum. We have changed it to per month. You will use per month's amount, that is 37,500 your fixed FH, 37,500, and you are going to divide with estimated hours, and estimated hours are also changed from 60,000 to 5,000. 60,000 was for the full year. We have divided it by 12 to get hours per month. In this way, your fixed FH rate would be calculated by dividing 37,500 to 5,000. So fixed FH rate is calculated. It's time to calculate your variable FH rate. How do you calculate it? Variable FH, you have seen over here, we have had 11,25,000 per annum. You have changed it in per month. Now you have 93,750. So it is your variable FH per month. 93,750 would be divided by estimated hours. Here estimated hours were 60,000 per annum, and you have divided it by 12 to get 5,000 per month. So everything in the question are coherent. All amounts we have changed into per month. It's time to calculate your variable FH by dividing 93,750 by 5,000. So variable FH is also calculated. Now come up and calculate FH applied rate. How do you calculate? You will add both fixed FH rate and variable FH rate, which is already been calculated. Your fixed FH rate is 7.5, and you will add 7.5 with variable FH rate, which is also already been calculated, 18.75. And this way, by adding both rates, you will get your total applied FH rate. So 7.5 will be added in 18.75. So we have our applied FH rate. So first requirement was rate, and rate we have calculated 26.25. Answer is given over here. So first requirement has been completed, 26.25. The only magic which we have done is to change these amounts into per month amount, because we were not satisfied with the inputs. As you can see, annual amounts were given. Three were the annual amounts and two inputs were per month. So we have changed annual amounts into monthly amount. All five amounts are now coherent, and five amounts are now for the single month. Lower portion of the question has been calculated. You can see all rates are present. So we will go to the upside and we'll see what else we can calculate. Okay, we have now applied FH, which would be calculated by multiplying actual hours. Actual hours are given in the question. You can see over here output is 4600 and actual is this. So 4600 actual hours, and you need to multiply it with applied FH rate, which has also been calculated. You can see over here fixed FH rate 26.25, put over here 26.25. Okay, statement completed. Now put it on calculator. 4600 is going to multiply with 26.25. You have got your amount. This is applied FH, and now you need to calculate budget FH. Again, actual hours which are written over here 4600, same 4600 would be used over here. You need to multiply it with variable FH rate, and variable FH rate you have calculated over here. Variable FH rate, it is 18.75. So come over here to calculate your budget FH. 18.75 rate. Statement completed. Calculate it on your calculator. 4600 is going to be multiplied by 18.75. We are needed to add fixed FH, and we have already know that this is fixed FH 37,500. How it arrived, as you know, that we have changed our amounts per month, which is present over here. You can see fixed FH was 4,50,000 per annum. You have divided it by 12 to get your fixed FH per month. 37,400 was your fixed FH, and you will write over here, this is your fixed FH 37,500. So what you will do, you add both elements, because what is written over here, add. So you are in need to add 86,250 in 37,500, which is your fixed FH. So budget FH has also been calculated. Right page is completed. First part was to see actual FH written, applied FH calculated, budget FH calculated 1, 2, 3. All rates present over here are also calculated. It means right page is completed. We are now can focus upon our left page and how you would do that. First variance which you will calculate is total variance. You need to put actual FH. Here you can see your actual FH is 1,25,000. Put 1,25,000 over here. Then you need your applied FH, and here you have calculated FH applied on second part, and this is 120,750. This is your applied FH. Please focus upon that. You will put over there. Variance would be calculated by taking the difference of both. How? 1,25,000 was the actual amount, you need to subtract 1,20,750. So in this way, you will get your total variance, which is 4250. It's time to decide whether it is under applied or over applied. We will be focusing upon applied. Applied is 120, actual is 125. It means applied is less. When applied is less, you will confirm that it is under applied total variance. 4250 under applied. Second was the requirement, under or over applied. Here you have calculated 4250 and our answer you can see over here is 4250, and under applied is mentioned over there, and we have also mentioned under applied. So first requirement has been completed. It's time to see your second variance. For that you need budget FH. At third, you have calculated, third step was to calculate budget FH, which was 123750. This is your budget FH. Focus upon that, be concentrated, put it over there. Actual FH was given in the question, and we have already mentioned over here. Actual FH 1,25,000. Put over here. It's time to calculate the variance, which would be calculated by taking the difference of both budget and actual FH. Your budget FH was 123750. You need to subtract actual FH, which was 1,25,000. Instead of that, we can put actual FH first, because we do need to avoid minus sign. Then you will subtract 1,23,750, which is your budget FH. So 1250 is your variance. Now decide whether it is favorable or unfavorable. For that, we will be focusing upon actual. Actual was 125, budget was 123. It means actual is more. Whenever you are spending more in actual, it would go unfavorable for you. So it is unfavorable budget variance 1250. Let's see which requirement it was. You can see C was the requirement for spending variance. C over here is 125 and our answer is 125, and it is written unfavorable, and we have also mentioned unfavorable. Second requirement thankfully completed. It's time to see your third requirement, which is volume or capacity variance. For that you need to have budget. Budget is already been calculated. You can see this is your budget FH, and how much you have calculated 123750, put over here. Then you need to put applied FH. Here you have calculated your applied FH on second spot. Amount was 120750, put over here. It's time to calculate the variance, which would be calculated by taking the difference of budget and applied. So what you will do, your budget FH was 123, and you will subtract your applied FH, which was 120750. Calculate its difference. Difference has been calculated. It's time to conclude whether it is favorable or unfavorable. For that you will be focusing upon budget. Your budget is 123, applied is 120. It means more budget you have made. It is uncomfortable situation for you, so you will write it as unfavorable volume variance, which is 3000. Let's see which requirement it was. Last requirement idle capacity variance was, and answer is given 3000, and but we have calculated is also 3000. Unfavorable is written over here, and we have also mentioned unfavorable. This way our question has been completed. When you will complete your question, it is very important to overview. The most integral and important part of the question, or the different part of the question, was half of the question was per annum and half of the question was per month. So there were two options. We could change these two amounts from monthly to annually, and second option was to change these three amounts from annual to monthly. What option we have adopted? These three amounts we have taken and divided it by 12. This was the easiest way to convert annual amounts into per month. So for the next question, for next part of the question, we haven't used 60,000, 450 and 11,25,000 amount anywhere in the question. Instead of that, we have used these three amounts. Per month amounts were used in for solution of every part of the question. You can see 37,500 was put to calculate fixed FH rate, and you can see 93,750 variable FH was used to calculate variable FH rate, and in R's section instead of 60,000 you have used 5,000. So all supporting calculations, for all supporting calculation you have used per month's amount. This is the twist, this was the different aspect of this question, and remaining all parts were same. Left page you can see we have calculated 3 variances, we have checked answer, but we are right now doing, we are reviewing the question so that we can have a proper and strong place in our mind. Last but not the least, you were calculating your 3 FHs, actual, applied and budget. You have calculated them through the formulas which were pre-decided. All 3 amounts were calculated thoroughly, and hopefully you have understood each and every step regarding this question. Even after spending this much time, if you have any query, you are very open to ask your questions through messages, text, or you can directly meet, and don't be shy to ask about any query regarding this question. I will surely be available, inshallah. This was your 10.22, and hopefully we are meeting again for the solution of any other question. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.